Peace, love, and harmony, family. I am Cosmic Intelligence, here to serve humanity in sacred love, abundance consciousness, peace, authenticity, organically. Now let's get into this. So today let's talk about how determination, consistency, and some I can forget, can I forget the title? Or determination, consistency, and discipline improves our healing or is the key to healing. How consistency, determination, and how determination, consistency, and gosh, I just say it, like so excited to deliver the message. Nevertheless, we're talking about it is the keys to healing. You will see it in the subtitle. It is the keys to healing. And for me, it took me 5 years to get here. And I'm finally here right now. And I am in the most happiest states of my life, harboring my own peace, giving unto myself what is sustainable for myself, and reliving my organic state innately, and having my freedom reflected back onto me. And it is through determination, consistency, and living those virtues. I keep missing one word. Living those virtues in reality, that I am living in my peace now. No? I'm living in my true, authentic version. And that means taking time for myself now in solitude. I had lots and lots of dark nights of the soul that I had to face within myself now. A lot of shadows, things that things that I didn't own, you know, and kept it under the rug, and now have embodied those disowned aspects of myself, and in full equilibrium with myself now. And it's just through being determined, consistent, and with healing myself, I'm able to give my life a new breath of life now, a new way of being now, and that meant me being in solitude, facing myself, grounding myself in nature. And I still do that up to this day. So this journey is a never-ending journey, because, I can't tell you that shadow work is not a one-day thing. Shadow work is a all-time things for the things that were covered down in our lives for decades. Hi, Victoria Hill, Grand Rising, beautiful. Yeah, shadow work is not, I do shadow work today and I good. No, shadow work is an ongoing journey, And it is in doing the shadow work I was able to heal myself, and I'm still open to see what will come up in my life if there's anything, because our soul has been well, has been traumatized for decades, and there are a lot of things still released, still, and for want of a better word, both male and female have traumatic events that took place unknowingly to them, even in this timeline, even in this present timeline, and all those shadows have to come up because this is what caused a lot of generational curses on life itself now, on the soul. And because we are here and we understand deeply that, you know, how important it is to have shadow work, we consistently do that now for our life. It improves our health, it improves our conscious state, it improves everything, and it also allows you to use it to navigate your reality, So I always say this to people, don't be afraid of shadow work. It's the most beautiful thing to have, and don't let the term shadow um, put you in a fearful state. Let me tell you something. At first, when I didn't want to face myself, I had all the things. I had addictions. I used to smoke a lot. Drinking wasn't a big thing for me, but I used to smoke a lot of marijuana. I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, and trying to ease the strains of anxiety until I had to let it all go. And now let that anxiety, and now wake up to myself and face the anxiety and let everything come up from myself. And just through consistency and determination, I was able to heal. Another word missing there, but I don't know. I'm not cutting off the life for the other word, but I know what it is, and it take a great heap of love in myself now, a whole heap of what I was given external of myself to start to give it on to myself, for me to be aligned with myself, and that took determination, and I'm not just saying determination as a minority. I saying determination as a majority of me being within me now, and not um, using the external to heal now, and not um, taking from realities to heal, but taking from within myself what I needed to heal and become the woman that I am today, because I don't play with me. I don't. I don't play with my truth, and I don't play with my truth, I don't play with my body, and I don't play with my mind. You understand? So it is through determination and consistency, and it can make you very cordial with yourself, in the sense that you will not tolerate nobody's bullshit. Nobody. You wouldn't put your truth under a rug for nobody. You become so self-absorbed, and not self-absorbed in a bad way, but self-absorbed in a real good way, because you will always choose to look within yourself for your answers than to have somebody else externally give it to you. Now, I don't have a problem taking um, constructive criticism from somebody who is authentic, like myself. That I have no problem with, because I know it's either going to bring good rationale to whatever I'm having a conversation with. But if it doesn't feel good, I'm not going to condone it. Albanese, Patra, Grand Rising, honey, Grand Rising, and because we are consistent, determined to heal, every day it gets better and 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 better, and you begin to glow like me, you know, because one thing I have learned from healing myself now is I have to say, do, speak, act on what's best for me, and because what is best for me is always coming from my virtues, my standards, my principles, you know. You find I won't tolerate anything outside myself, nothing that is on low vibrations now, you know. I live in a space where I respect me first more than anybody else. And if I'm having conversations with people and it is going in a direction that I have to give away myself to be a part of what they are saying, I end the conversation because my energy is not to be tampered with now, or it's not to, I'm not to be moved like a pawn on a chessboard by somebody's illusions or how they view reality when I am intuitively guided innately in the way life is now. And all of this come from consistency with being with you and nobody else. Just being with you, sitting with you, eating with you, having long nature walks with you, having breath meditations with you, really loving you the way you were loving somebody else. Now you see that? When you're consistent with that, and you're determined with that, what happens is that all the rubbles that were covering your beauty start to enter into your life. And me, right now, I in for a good time with my life. A real good time too, because I am worthy of who I am now. And the people who enter my space. Hi, Wyo Branzy, grand rising, beautiful. Yes, another day in heaven, baby. I love it. Yeah, because we creating we own heaven every day now. And we're not having nobody to disturb that heavenliness within us now. The peaceful, joyful, blissful states that we are harboring every day of our lives because we are consistent and determined to break the cycles of what did not serve our lives and heal ourselves and live the truth, being ourselves in reality, and not having no one take away that beauty from us, but reflected back onto each other in a way that we connect, like me and Wyo Branzy. Oh my Lord. Yes, baby. Yes, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to give each other goosebumps, because what love does do, boy. When you're in the loving arms of others, you get goosebumps, you get the feel goods now, that raise your pores, that makes you ooze with goodness now, And yeah, this is what healing brings now. It brings happiness and contentment, determination. And as I always tell people, people just go after the business like if, they will lose something now, but the greatest thing ever in life is to lose your soul now. You understand? A business can always be rebuilt. You know, somebody die in your family, you know, all these things could be returned onto you. Everything that could be returned onto you. All things can be returned onto you. But what is most important is that you don't lose your soul in the process now. And not let the things external out of you be the things. Hey! Let me see if I remember the name. Kingdom of Darkness. I know it. Oh gosh. Aiden. Grand Rising Aiden. Yes. And the things of, yay. I tell you, I just remember, you know, it's just had a, yeah. You know, what is more important to you? Because you don't want to lose your soul in the process. You know, in reincarnation, if you lose your soul in the process, because you make things more than you know. And things is a good thing to have. Yes, but you could dare and leave all these things and God will recognize you at all when you return unto the spirit and you have to come back and do the work and all of that. Or lose your soul while you're alive for things and get numb to, not numb to love and in love with things. So this is why I always say determination to grow, consistently to grow, you know. Yeah, this is the journey of healing, you know, and finding those things within ourselves that don't make sense for our life now, you know. Being angry for foolish things that can be replaced when there are souls on the earth here to co-create each other and love each other. And okay, Aidan, you know, and this is what it means to be consistent and determined to take off the layers of your life, you know. I always tell people, you see me having a big smile here and this lovely glowing aura I have. You know, it took 5 years. Even though I started my journey 6 years ago, it took 5. I started to do the real work 5 years ago. And now I can say I feel light, very, very light. Meaning that I could be in any space with people and the toxicity and not give a damn about it. Because it's not mine. See it for what it is and let it go and do me, you know, and talk the truth of me, you know. It was at one time people used to tell me, oh, when I'm talking the truth, I used to get angry, but then I understand it was a passion that was burning from my heart that caused me to speak it out so passionately, and now I master that. Because we just go through, we just level up the stages, you know, where we realize that, hey, you gotta use so much energy to speak our passions now, you know. Just a calm stillness that brings it. And yes, we are privy to be angry sometimes, but in a way that we can speak our passion. People say, I was watching a young man yesterday. His channel is called KO. And he was ripping truths on his channel, and it had, people were coming against him, and, you know, and he started to offload obscene language on the channel, and people were saying, oh, that is not of God and everything. But tell me, one person on this planet who haven't cursed or silently cursed within themselves now, you know, or used a curse. Well, I can use curses are a different thing from obscene language. Has used obscene language within itself. Ain't no saints here. Just realness now. You know, and I had to add my 2 cents on his life now because and strengthen him you know, because so much people were coming in and saying all kind of things and stuff. And, you know, the minute I got on in his life, other souls like myself got on in his life too to help him push his message forward now. You know, because there's so many people who come up with illusions and the Christianity, this and all of that bullshit and stuff now. But I got in there with him. And when one is standing, many of us stand together. And the minute I got on there, there were like 15 or 20 others like myself getting in there. And the people who were posting comments on his life started to delete their comments. They started to take off the comments on them now because it's like they couldn't face the reality of how many people were standing in his authentic truths on his life, you know. And it is through this that we, determination, and we heal ourselves, that we can support one another. Yeah, this is the big thing about it. Gives you that courage to stand up in the face of adversity for each other. You know, people who vibrate on a high vibrational frequency, you know, it causes a healing that is rippled out into reality. Especially for those who sit quietly and don't say nothing but know exactly what is going on. You know, it's the reason I come on every day, to allow people to know for themselves, hey, you're not alone in this, you know, and God's source creation has got us. When we speak our truth and live righteous unto ourselves in every way and be of service to those who are in alignment with the truth. So me getting on his life yesterday was a being of service to him, telling him God's got you, and he just fire up some more. So I say to you today, beautiful souls, consistent healing, consistent growth, determination, all those good words of self-empowerment and putting you first and not giving your energy to any and everything. That is what is bringing healing. Not conforming to any illusion, any circumstance, anything that is not you, anything that is not beautiful unto you, anything that is not serving you with beautiful ways. You know, regardless how people feel about how you carry yourself and thing, you know. Like my partner say, opinions is like buttholes. You understand? And everyone has have one now, but make sure you have your opinion of yourself, your truth of yourself. Be bold within yourself, because is that what bring the healing? Being boldly to go where no one has never gone before. Within yourself, listening sincerely within yourself. You know how much mistakes I made in life to now own my truth, to now claim it and have it embodied, and will not ever give it to anybody's false narratives. So I say it is the key to success. Determination, consistency, respect, love, boundaries, virtues, kindness, compassion, all these different things is what is heal yourself, and then I give it to you first. I did it, and look at me. Free like a bird. Free like a bird. So free I can fly. And then nobody get to interrupt that with me. I hope this was helpful to somebody today. As love leads the way, reign supreme in my life and in yours in every way. Wyo Brandy, I left my email address on the last live that I said I will leave it. I'll put it back up here again for you to pick it up again. You know, to have a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, magical, wonderful, amazing day, just as you are. Staying determined, consistent, truthful to yourself unapologetically, while healing everything that humanity or yourself have been through in reality, and giving the true beauty of who you are onto yourself in every way. And that is what makes healing beautiful in your life in every way. Because now, anything that pop up, you can deal with it. Anything that pop up from the shadows, you can see it and deal with it and let it go effortlessly, because it is what it was. And in this present moment, we are living in the truth in who we are. And it is because of forgiving the past and living present unto yourself in every moment. And what I mean by present, seeing everything that is not you and giving the beauty of you to yourself in every present moment. We heal generational curses that harbored our lives and give out unto ourselves our innate states of consciousness and our birthright. Once again, I am Cosmic Intelligence. Have a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, magical day. Until another time, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Have a beautiful day. Aiden, thank you, darling. Yes, I don't mind you calling me auntie at all, baby. Until another time, have a beautiful day, Aiden. Wyo Brandy, for all who wrote in, Wyo Brandy, Albany, Victoria Hill, you all have a beautiful day. I love each and every one of you. Bye for now. One love, one love, one love.